Oh, no. We gonna have to do a lot of fighting. That's what we gonna have to do. Oh, shit, 'cause I'm gonna talk about you while we up here. Why you? What is yours? You get on my nerves. I'm the interpreter. I'll be standing right here in front of you, so you know. I said I'm the interpreter for today's event, so I'll be standing right here. So you know, I'll be standing right in front of you. On both sides.
All right.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
It's just hard to do.
Like that ring you got on. Was bright.
Yes, it is.
Earrings match.
Yep. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I was. Wasn't kidding.
All right, all right.
I'm gonna step your way when it's time for Chief to speak. Chief, you're right here, was gonna speak next. I'm sorry, the school, Chief's got to talk. Thumbs up when we ready. Are we live? Good morning, everybody, and thank you all for being here once again for another great announcement. It's a very blessed day here inside the city of Flint. We talk about prayer, planning, and partnership. We have levels of partnerships that's going to help us with our third year of Safe and Clean Summer. Here with me to my left is Police Chief Terrence Green. We're going to be talking about engaging a summer activity. We all know that in summer activity that we see an increase in all things because people are out and moving more about, but we're cleaning up our city. Safe and clean city, and that means that we're going to be taking a hard line, making sure that people are obeying all of our laws. Also, to my right and left, you have our neighborhood safety officers. These are dedicated men and women to making sure our city of Flint is doing the very, very best each and every day. Now, we have 33 units of government units inside of Genesee County, but we want people to respect our city. What people usually take their blight and dump in uninhabited or lightly inhabited neighborhoods as we continue to do demolitions throughout our city of Flint, knocking more than 2,000 structures down, beautifying our community. But if you're dumping in our city, it's not going to be tolerated. If your businesses are dumping tires or other debris in our city, it's not going to be tolerated here. Our NSO officers are going out and they're going to be sure they're taking and tagging vehicles as inoperable and has been sitting on our city streets or in vacant lots and other places. If you guys are engaged in that level of activity, this is your warning shot here. Don't do it. We're taking and snatching vehicles. Drag racers in the summertime. The image behind me is a Dodge Charger that was noted drag racing and drifting in public places last year. This car has been forfeited and it's going to be auctioned off to be able to fund some of the give backs that we give community members, like-minded thinkers about cleaning up our community. We're going to be talking about engaged activities and how our community can be better. But definitely we're going to be taking a hard line, making sure our community is our community, a community that's strong and respected by all. Here's Chief Green who's going to talk about some of the engagement as we look at tackling a lot of this stuff coming forth this year.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, the Flint City Police Department, we will continue our zero tolerance traffic initiatives. We will be concentrating and focusing on, as the mayor mentioned, reckless driving, drifting, speeding, things of that nature. We will continue our task force initiatives, which is joint task force with our partners, local, state, and federal partners. This will be headed by Lieutenant Rick Frost, who's sitting to my right over here. But we will continue those efforts. In addition to that, we will be taking a zero tolerance hard line on large gatherings at house parties, at our local parks, parking lots. This won't be tolerated any longer. We'll be dispersing those crowds because we know those type of crowds in the past and in the future would generate gun violence, things of that nature. So this summer, we'll be even initiating more programs that keep this community safe. We'll be targeting juveniles that's out past the curfew hours. All of this is an effort to improve public safety.
This engage activity, when we talk about our prayer planning and partnership, our levels of partnerships as you, the residents inside the city of Flint, we want to make sure that you understand that we are engaged in the battle in keeping our community safe. We are on a good trajectory. In every category, we are winning, and we're going to keep that winning attitude. But definitely in the faith community as a part of our partnership. Also, we want to make sure we address those individuals that could be of help to us. And so here to talk about that in the faith community is Bishop Christopher Martin.
I want to thank Mayor Neely and our neighborhood safety officers, as well as the Flint Police, for all that they do to keep our city safe. As a pastor in this city, I share the sentiment of many religious leaders in that a safe community helps to provide for a better community. We do have challenges in our community, but I'm encouraging the churches within our city to make sure that we support the initiatives that have been laid out today and that will be laid out by our mayor, as well as our police chief, and to undergird these neighborhood safety officers as we continue to try to help be a part of the process and the plan to eliminate blight, as well as talk about safe conditions. There are over 295 churches in the city of Flint, and we want parishioners to feel safe when they come to church. Not saying that they don't already, but it's important for the church to be a workable partner with the City of Flint Police Department and our current city administration to make sure that we're doing the very best we can. We are Flint strong, and we're always better together. So I'm encouraging all church and ecumenical leaders to please say something, stand up, do something, and be in support of this initiative to continue to keep our city safe. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Along with our levels of partnership, we need every person of like thinking to be able to be engaged in this space. We talk about all these areas that we're improving, but definitely we need to improve the area between the left ear and the right ear, clear the blight of mind. But definitely we need to start with our youngest residents of this community, our young people. And our young people, we are engaging in summer activities and summer engaged jobs for our Safe and Clean Summer Initiative. We recognize that juvenile violence and juvenile crime has been displaced because we've given kids other opportunities. Under the great leadership of Chief Terrence Green, our PAL program is up and flourishing, as well as other auxiliary programs inside the city of Flint. We're redeveloping and rebuilding places for youth to be able to participate, but also giving them an initiative, teaching them soft skills and engage activity in a positive way. Here to talk about just a little bit about our youth engagement, cleaning up the blight, the potential blighted areas between the left ear and the right ear, especially in our youngest residents of this community, is Michelle Scott.
Good morning. We are now preparing for our 2026 Safe and Clean Summer Job Youth Program. Last year, we funded and provided jobs for 150 youth. And now we're looking to go along with this year's community partners and preparing to do the same thing this year. This year, we're going to plan to do orientation and for the youth to help prepare them tips for resume writing, conducting interviews, and conducting themselves on the job. We are so excited to give our youth this opportunity once again.
These activities come with a great will of level of participation from the people that you see surrounding me. We finance these programs, and definitely we need city council members to be able to be on board, to be able to help fund the activities in which we have coming forth. But definitely this is a warning to those that would engage in nefarious activity in our city, and it's not tolerated. But also we're enlisting our newest member of our team that's only 3 years old that's with us, is Flinty the Fox. Many of you guys remember some of the engage activities from early morning television programs, telling our kids what they should and should not be engaging in. And definitely at this particular time, we want to be able to lift our new PSA program, public safety announcement programs, engaging families wherever they are, and also making sure that people understand this is a cool community. This is a community that's doing great things, and this is a community where you want to live. I want to introduce to you a video that's going to be presented to all media stations that you're going to be seeing. And this is Flinty the Fox. And then we're going to have two of our youngest residents in this community come up and bring Flinty up after we debut his new spot. Take it away, Flinty. Just divide a little bit. Nope. Go back this way, guys.
Flint's Blight Squad is out every day clearing properties and fighting illegal dumping. But too often, trash still ends up on our streets and vacant lots.
If you see illegal dumping in your neighborhood, call the tip line.
Call the Blight Hotline, 810-237-2090. Join Mayor Sheldon Neely and Flinty the Fox. Let's keep Flint beautiful for everyone.
Remember, together we are Flint Strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, Flinty the Fox and two of our youngest residents. Come on out. This speaks to every level of our community engaging, from faith, youth, law enforcement, everybody engaging in this fight. This is our fight. Come on up, guys. I know you got an announcement to make. Come on up. Come on up, guys. Go ahead and tell them what we're doing. 1, 2, 3.
The fight on blight is everybody's fight.
You gotta say it louder.
The fight on blight is everybody's fight.
Right, great. And so you see this, and with this, we'll take a few questions for our police chief, but definitely we are proving that we're not bluffing. Chief Green and his team is out there making sure that we have speed modifying instruments there. Speed humps are going out. In order to get a speed hump, you have to contact the Flint Police Department, ask Chief Green or his designee about the speed humps. These humps are going out now. Right now, Mr. Johnson is here to talk about our speed modification instruments is out. He's coming from up there. All right.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, today we are starting the program of getting speed humps going. They are going up as we speak right now. We have about 30 to 50 already put in. And so if you need to get in touch with the police enforcement or whatnot to see where you can have one put in, let it be known and we will assess it and make it happen. Try to.
Definitely, when we look at that, we're moving on all levels. Speed hump modification units has not been in practice for very long. This is only about the 5th year that we have really used that instrument to try to curb speeding in residential neighborhoods. But definitely, when we look at where we're going to place these speed humps, it has to go through an evaluation for safety. Parks, churches, areas where you have children heavily engaged, those are the first locations inside the city. But these speed humps doesn't come for free. We pay for these, and usually we use grant dollars to be able to do that. But definitely we need like-minded council members to be able to engage this space so we can make sure that we can continue to pay the men and women that's putting these humps, these modification units into our communities to make sure that we can curb the speeding behavior of those violators. But the best thing to be able to curb this level of dysfunction is those individuals who are operating those vehicles. Vehicles are meant to get you from point A to point B, and sometimes just to look good, but definitely they should not be used as an instrument of terrorism inside our community. That's why we've been forfeiting and we'll continue to forfeit vehicles. But everybody needs to be able to engage in this fight. And so with that, we'll take questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
When it comes to cracking down on violent, large public gatherings, why the focus on that, and did you see a rise in that last year?
Well, it's been a consistent rise, but the issue with that is there might be 100 individuals participate in this large gathering that's there for the right reasons and peaceful reasons. It only takes 1 or 2 to spoil that entire group, where there's shots fired, large fights turn into fights, and we're just trying to prevent that type of violence. So there's been a history of these type of large gatherings that result in some type of criminal activity or gun violence.
I also see that we're joined by City Councilwoman LaShawn Johnson from the 3rd Ward, coming up, council person, because this is one of the like-minded thinkers that's been doing great work for the City of Flint and her district, which is the 3rd Ward, making sure these type of engaged activities will continue in a positive way inside the City of Flint. because that's the level of partnership that every resident deserves, from our youngest residents to our senior residents. And I know Councilwoman Johnson has always called and said we need more speed hump modification units, or we need to make our community more safer and cleaner. And so we want to thank her for her level of partnership in this space, as well as other council individuals of like thinking. But definitely, you, the residents, possess a level of input and also engage activity, and we need your help and we need your support each and every day. And with that, we'll continue answering more questions.
I was just wondering, is speed humps, adding more of those, is that a new change to this year for Safe and Clean Summer?
No, what it is that, over the course of the years, when this administration first discovered these speed modification units, we wanted to go into it and purchase a high quantity of these speed humps. It was delayed shortly by some activity, engaged political activity from city council to administration. But we have been using these modification units, and they have been proven to be very successful. We have a complement of these already in storage that's being placed out, as Mr. Johnson has said, and now we're ordering more to be placed out there because the need in the community, they say they need these in our community. We have law enforcement officers to respond to triage type of engaged activities, burglaries, robberies, and homicides, or things where personal protection and safeties is there. Because the complement of officers, we have to be able to strategically dispatch those officers throughout our city. Sometimes we can't get to those intersections or in our side of our neighborhoods where people may be speeding. But we want to use these modification units and also cameras, our flock camera system, to be able to catch these individuals. The car that we showed that was captured for doing drifting in a parking lot, damaging a lot of property, was not actually caught by an officer at that point, but they were caught by cameras. We tracked them down, confiscated the vehicles, and forfeited the vehicle. And now that's how we fund the fight on blight, when we provide rewards for illegal dumping, for those tips that leads to arrests and convictions. We use those dollars that we get from the forfeiture of those vehicles to be repopulated back into an active space in our community, and we use those dollars. But this is a beautiful thing. This is beautification of our neighborhoods, cleaning up our neighborhoods and demolition of these homes. These neighborhood safety officers are out there each and every day, and I appreciate them greatly for the work that they do. They stand in position of an enhanced citizen in their capacity, but less than a police officer, but definitely doing a very valuable job for us here in the city of Flint. Mr. Emery Pope is one of the neighborhood safety officers that lives on the block with me and the police chief, right? We're going to get on him. I saw a piece of trash in the street this morning, and I'm going to send him back to pick it up later on. I just joke, but these officers are doing great work. But definitely when this enforcement happens, I don't want those habitual complainers or fault finders saying that, why are we having so much engaged activity? Those same individuals sometimes will come around and say, why our streets are not clean. And so we're taking a directional move straight forward. Unapologetically, we are going forth, taking down structures, beautifying our neighborhoods, taking a hard line on illegal dumpers. We will prosecute you. We will get you. Speeders, we will take your vehicle. And so this is that warning. The police chief always says in our conversations, we're not bluffing. Eric?
Is the advantage of the temporary speed humps that as the drifters and speeders, hot rodders, move to different parts of the city, you can move them around to curb them? Or, I mean, what's the advantage of having these temporary as opposed to building, permanent speed humps?
Well, permanent speed humps cannot be used because we have snow plows and different things of that nature throughout the course of our seasons inside the city of Flint and also in Michigan. These modification units are new technology that just came into the marketplace about 7 years ago. We identified those instruments and we brought them here. Now, the public safety, is led by Police Chief Terrence Green, so he knows where these units are most needed. So once these units are placed down, they will remain there until the season changes, until late fall, and then we will take them up and get ready for the winter season. But these units we place them in the areas that we've noticed that speeders are engaging in, that we have a lot of pedestrian complaints. they remain there, and they can only be placed on streets with a speed limit less than 25 miles per hour. That's pursuant to state law. So what happens if you have a nice, cute car that has a big engine in it? They usually have spoiler kits on them. Even if you drive very fast down the street, some of these speeders don't want to damage some of the equipment that they have on their units. And so these speed modification units helps in that capacity. Ron?
I mean, this is, how many speed humps did we have last year, and how many more are you proposing?
Well, it's based upon the need. We had about maybe 90 speed humps throughout the city of Flint. We have about 506 miles of road inside the city of Flint. Not all roads are residential, but these are placed in our residential areas. We deployed those speed humps, and we ordered another complement of 50 to be delivered soon. But definitely with the support of some council members or council, we can get more in. And so when residents call and say, we would like a speed modification unit, it has to go through a process. And the process is we have to identify those areas that's most heavily trafficked by pedestrian traffic, walkers, runners, parks, schools, churches. Those are the areas and the primary areas that was identified by public safety for these units to be in. If we catch you speeding in those areas, we'll work toward maybe looking at speed zones or speed zones where we cannot have speeders. We'll look at trying to increase the level of penalty upon those individuals for violating the law.
How could someone go about contacting the city to have a speed hump placed near them?
Well, we have identified several areas. Speed hump modification units have already started being placed. We've placed about 30 or so units already. We have an additional contractor to assist our street maintenance teams. Our street maintenance teams are focused on street repair and other issues right now. So we brought in a contractor to make sure that we have no delay for the benefit of the residents to be able to have passable streets and safe streets. And so the process is they can reach out to their council person. The council person can then reach to the chief, or a more direct place they can probably call the tip line to get to the chief. Chief, you want to take that one?
Yes, they can, they call the City of Flint Police Department, non-emergency number. We'll get that out through the media soon. But that's the quickest way. For neighborhood associations, block clubs, when they hold their meetings for their citizens that's attending the meeting, they can pass that information on to their block club leader or neighborhood association leader, and they can email the City of Flint Police Department.
With that, I'm going to release and return everybody back to their day. Our neighborhood safety officers, NSO officers, please be very respectful when you see those individuals out there. They carry the full weight and force of the city of Flint as they engage their responsibility in their jobs. They are here to clean our streets up and make our streets safer and better for all of you, the residents, and just know they're out there doing their job. But we have a measurement of law to follow, and we ask all residents to follow that as we follow the rules, and we will go forth. And so we will be engaging and giving citations and tickets out there, so you'll see them out there working. And thank you. We're very blessed. Continue to live in the bonus. It's a blessing to be in this position. I'm so very grateful to continue to lead great efforts like this. So stand by for more communications from Flinty to Fox as we communicate it out to the residents in a very gentle way. Thank you, guys.